problem it asks you use what you know to solve it is 3 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 4. All right. So what have we learned about exponent? About 3 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 4? Something else. Bria, what have we learned about that? What does 3 to the power 3 means and what does 3 to the power 4 means? What do 3 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 4 have in common? It is multiplication. Look at those two. What do they have in common? What those two, 3 to the power 3 and 3 to the power 4, have in common? They both have a same base. That is called base. Okay? They both have same base 3. So that's question number 1, or question A. They have the same base. So 3 to the power 3 indicate how many 3 multiply each other, Jerome? 3 to the power 3 indicate how many 3's multiply each other. Very good. It's 3, so that's B. 3 times 3 times 3, right? So 3 to the power 4. Isaiah, 3 to the power 4 is how many 3's multiply each other? 4. Very good. So it's 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. And then when you put them together, that's, where do we have in between here? What do we have in between these two parentheses? That what are they doing here? Multiply, divide, add, subtract. Multiply, right? When you don't have a sign, it's multiply. So it's actually multiply them together. So now, how many 3 are we multiplying each other, Fabian? 7. So how do you represent 3? 7 3's multiply each other with exponent. 3 to the power what? Very good. 3 to the power 7. All right. So that is what we're learning today. So if you look at our original question, and if you look at our answer, so how do you think we can multiply different exponents? What are we actually doing here? Where do we get the 7 from? 1 is 3 to the power 3, right? 1 is 3 to the power 4. So how do we get 7? You are multiplied, but what do we do with the exponent to get 7? You add. Very good. So that means 3 to the power 3 times 3 to the power 4. You actually have to add the exponent together to give you 3 to the power 7. You see that? Very, very good. So that gives us the first rule of exponent calculation. Write this down. No, you cannot. So if you have a 7 to the power 3, that means 7 times 7 times 7. If you put both into a calculator, you will see you'll get different answer, okay? So those two are not equivalent to each other. No, they're not equivalent to each other. Okay? So write this down. The first rule of exponent. N to the power A times N to the power B is equal to NA plus B. That's rule number 1. Rule number 1. N to the power A times, are you writing it down? N to the power A times N to the power B equal N to the power A plus B.
All right, guys, good morning.
So this is when you multiply the same base. It only works with the same base. That means if it's 3 to the power something, has to multiply 3 to the power something. If you have 5 to the power something, you have to multiply what? 5 to the power something, okay? It only works with the same base. So this is multiplication. But what if we have division? So division, how do we look at division? So if we have 4 to the power 12, divide by 4 to the power 3, what's going to happen? Let me just use a smaller number, okay? 4 to the power 5 divided by 4 to the power 2. So on the top, what do we have? 4 to the power 5 means what? 4 to the power 5 means what, Gianni? How many times? Very good. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 5 times. 5 times. Divide by 4 to the power 2. So, Ronald, 4 to the power 2 means what? How many 4 to multiply? 4 times 4 to the power 2. How many 4 multiply? That's right, 2 4s. So 4 times 4. All right. Remember the fraction line is division, right? And then whatever you have on the top can cancel out what you have at the bottom if you have the same number. So, can we cancel out some 4 right here? Can we do that? Yes. How many 4 you can cancel out from the top and the bottom? 2. Very good. Look at the TV, y'all. You can cancel out 1 4. Okay, 4 and 4 divide. It's canceling out. Give you a 1. Okay, another 4 can cancel out. Okay, how many 4 multiply each other have we left? 3. Very good. If you want to use exponent to express it, how you do that? Jerome? If you want to use an exponent to express your answer, how do you do that? Kennedy? If you want to use the exponent to express your answer right here, we have 3 of the 4s multiply each other. How do you do that? How do you write it? Kennedy? 4 to the power what? How many 4 we have here? So 4 to the power 3. Okay? So 4 to the power 3. Okay, now we have division. Look at how we get the answer from our question. Our question starts with what exponent? 5 and 2, right? How do you get 5 and 2 to 3? Yes. You add them or you do what? Subtract, that's right. So when you multiply, you add them up. When you divide, you subtract them, okay? So when you write your question, equal 4 to the power 5 minus 2. You got 4 to the power 3. You see that? Okay, hold on.